breaking ball here to the young Rice.
Rice hit one to the fence in left center that Bader caught his last time. 7th pitch coming from Diekman. Hit on the ground. McNeil's got it. He'll go to first, and the ball game is over. What a job by Jake Diekman. Placed in the closer's role. He gets an enormous strikeout of Aaron Judge and seals the deal. And the Mets are now 3 for 3 against the Yankees in 2024 as they win this one 3-2.
I mean,
Jeff is 0 for 1 in his career against Pierce Johnson. And he drives one to right field over toward the line. Long run for Laureano, and he overruns it! And the Mets win the ball game! Laureano ran too far. Coming home to score is Iglesias, and the Mets win it in 10, 3-2. Jeff McNeil with the fly ball single out of the reach of Laureano, who could not make the play after getting tagged out on the botch squeeze in the top of the inning. Laureano couldn't catch McNeil's fly ball in the bottom of the inning, and the Mets win their 4th in a row as they beat the Braves 3-2.
He ran a long way for this ball, and now he gets there, and he's slowing up, and he's on his heels. Forget it.
he was slowing up, but the thing is, he couldn't slow up enough as that ball drifted back into play and over his head.
Wow.
Into fair territory.
That is a tough way to lose a ball game and a big win for the Mets.
For Jeff McNeil, his 9th RBI in 6 games since the All-Star break. The Mets are a half dozen games over 500 for the first time. And after dropping 10 games behind the Braves on June the 3rd, the Mets are only a half game behind Atlanta for the first wild card spot in the National League. And that's just off the outside corner. And now it's 3-1 to Martinez.
That's number 3 for Gabe Morales, the home plate umpire. He is not a low ball umpire.
JD has 8 career grand slams. He's got a 3-1 advantage with the bases full and nobody out. And JD flies one to deep right field. Back goes Duvall to the warning track. Back at the fence. It's out of here! An opposite field grand slam for JD Martinez. JD unloads them with his 9th career grand slam, and it's 4-2 New York.
And now they're bringing the infield in all the way.
Well, you got the force at the plate now. Lindor is 1 for 4 tonight. Bases loaded, 1 out. First pitch swinging, he lines to the left field, a base hit. In is Bader. Here comes Gamble around third. He will score. Francisco Lindor goes the other way, drives in 2, and the Mets lead at 4-2 in the 9th.
It was not the situation to look a backdoor slider. Not the situation to look for something to drive first at bat. You need a base hit. And Lindor hits the ball where it's pitched.
Mets have been looking for a big hit for 2 days here in Colorado, and they find one from their leadoff hitter. Lindor has been scuffling, but that is a huge hit. His 65th and 66th runs batted in give the Mets and Edwin Diaz a 2-run lead in the 9th. But Soriano set up the double play possibility now with Nimmo coming up.
Halfway in the middle infield. Nimmo can run. Hard guy to double up. No, they move back for 2.
Yep. Nimmo's 0 for 2 tonight. He rips one down the right field line, headed toward the pole. It's out of here! Brandon Nimmo with a 3-run homer. And the Mets put the hammer down. and it's 7-2 New York. Nimmo had been 0 for his last 17, but he breaks that emphatically with his 17th home run of the year and his first since the All-Star break. And the Mets have put together a 6-run fourth inning. One-two coming to Hill. He struck him out, and the ball game is over. Luis Severino pumps his fist after throwing a 4-hit shutout against the Miami Marlins. The first complete game for Severino since 2018. The first complete game of 9 innings for a Met since 2021. And an emphatic display by Luis Severino as he strikes out 8 and shuts out the Marlins 4-0.
And just in complete command, his pitch count wound up 113, but he cruised through the first 7 innings. Complete command of this Miami Marlin lineup. Just a brilliant performance. You don't see it that often, and you treat it like it's a no-hitter in today's game because it's so rare for a pitcher to go 9.
And he lets it go wide on the slider, and now it's 3-0. You green light him?
I would not.
No,
I would not.
I would not.
Just things are not going great, so become a base runner.
Alvarez swings and he drives one deep left center field. Mullins looks up and it's out of here. Alvarez swings 3-0 and he wins the game for New York with a walk-off home run in the bottom of the 9th. Francisco Alvarez, and it was a bomb of a home run. His first home run in 3 weeks, and it wins the game for New York 4-3.
Remember, we talked about the wind the entire game, and he hit that right into the teeth of the wind, and it was a bomb. And thank goodness he didn't listen to me.
Don't listen to us. Right down the middle, a target. Here comes the pitch. It's up in the strike zone. He clobbered it. He got it.
It's only the 3rd time in his big league career that he's put a ball in play on a 3-0 count. None bigger.
Look at that crowd.
And of all the Mets hitters, no one needed it more.
He ended the home run since July 26th. Just his 6th home run of the season. And it ends the game. After the Mets failed to hit a fair ball against the bullpen of the Orioles, Alvarez hits it fair and out and wins it for New York. Trying to get on base with Lindor on deck. 3-2 from Dominguez. And Winker strokes one deep left center field. Back goes Mullins near the wall. It's out of here! Jesse Winker's first home run as a New York Met is a walk-off shot in the bottom of the 9th. And the Mets do it again with the game-winning home run by Winker. They take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles. Jesse Winker's 2nd career walk-off home run. His first home run as a Met. coming in his 52nd at bat as a Met, as he goes the other way against Sir Anthony Dominguez, and the Mets take 2 out of 3 from the Orioles as they win this one in dramatic fashion, 4-3.
Well, we talked.
Jeremy Hefner on the phone. Someone will probably be getting up shortly. McCoy at third, Arise at second, Profar at first with nobody out.
And Cronenworth hits it sharply, grabbed by Iglesias, out at second, Lindor to first, stretched by Alonso, double play! Unbelievable, the hands of Iglesias to track down that sharp one-hopper and turn it into 2. The Padres get a run, but the Mets get 2 outs.
I think one of the strengths of this Mets team all season long has been their defense. None better than this one-hop scorcher to Iglesias. See how calm he was to make sure he got that throw to Lindor. He knew that ball was hit so hard that Cronenworth was a dead duck.
So Lindor in the driver's seat here, ahead 2-0.
And he smacks one to deep right center field. Back goes Johnson at the wall, and it's out of here. A grand slam for Francisco Lindor. He was in the driver's seat, and he drove it right out of the ballpark. His 7th career grand slam, his 26th home run of the year, and it's 5-0 New York. And the Mets take full advantage of Machado's miscue to score 4 unearned runs on one big swing by Lindor.
Lindor's home run was his 26th of the year, now his 77 runs batted in. Put him in the top 10 in RBIs among all his other categories.
And he slams this one to left, Profar back, and it's out of here. Francisco Lindor has homered from both sides of the plate, burnishing his MVP credentials with every swing. It's 6-1 New York.
You know, Gary, this game of baseball is such a team game, but every once in a while a star will take it over, and that's what Lindor's done tonight.
Iglesias now hitless in his last 12 at bats, but he's been money this year with runners in scoring position, trying to pick up Taylor from third.
That's lined up the middle, and Perdomo can't get it, base hit, and the Mets take the lead. Jose Iglesias bangs one up the middle to drive in the go-ahead run, and the Mets lead 3-2 in the 9th. Big time base hit. OMG. 3-2 New York.
High fastball. Nice level line drive swing. Perdomo just could not get to it. Good at bat. Anton.
Coaching. Yep. Coaching comes in a lot of different forms.
Lindor jumps the first one, hits it out to left. Back goes Abreu, it's over his head, and short hops the wall. In to score is McNeil. Alvarez to third. Lindor pulls in at second with an RBI double. He's the machine that just keeps on turning. Second extra base hit of the night. Third RBI in the night. 4-2 New York.
Red Sox will have the lower third of their order coming up in the 9th. Jansen, Rafaela, and Casas.
And Pete hits one deep to center field. Back goes Duran to the warning track. At the wall, it's out of here! Pete Alonso puts the hammer down. Number 31 for Pete. 7-2 New York. The Mets salted away with 4 in the the bottom of the 8th. Alonso putting the icing on the cake. Boy,
watch this. I got it.
nice flip.
Love it. Just one time. Wish I could do that.
2 straight pitches away. See if he tries to nail him inside.
And Winker hits one to deep center field. Back goes Duran to the warning track. It's over his head and it's out of here. A grand slam for Jesse Winker. And the Mets take a 4-0 lead in the first inning. Jesse Winker brings home 4, and it's 4-0 New York.
Are you happy, Keith? There's left center field.
5th career grand slam for Winker. 5th grand slam for the Mets this season. And the Mets with a big early hit.
Win 25 straight games for Atlanta starters, allowing 3 runs or fewer. Mets need to win to stay tied with the Braves. 2-2 to Vientos.
And he smacks it to deep left. That's out of here. And the Mets win the ball game. Mark Vientos with his 2nd 2-run homer of the night. And the Mets win their 8th in a row. Second walk-off home run this season for Mark Vientos. The first one came in a cameo. This one comes as a leading man. And the Mets win it 6-4.
Bookended 2-run home runs for Vientos. Lindor, the MVP. Vientos, the 2nd most important offensive player on this team. Wow, what an at-bat. Everything was inside. This ball is off the plate inside. And to be able to get to that ball and hit it that far, every single day we see the talent of this young man, and look at the celebration.
More great work from the Mets bullpen. From Garrett, Diaz, and Buto, 3 1/3 innings, no hits allowed. And then Vientos provides the fireworks at the end to give the Mets their 8th straight win. Probably the best splitter he's thrown all day.
Absolutely.
And it's 0-2.
And remember, his last no-hit bid, the leadoff hitter in the 9th hit the home run to end it.
That's driven to deep right field, and a home run ends this no-hit bid. Linsanity! Francisco Lindor ties the game with a 9th inning home run. As big a hit as the Mets have had all season. Francisco Lindor breaks up the no-hit bid and the shutout, and he ties the game with his 31st home run of the year, and it's 1-1 in the 9th.
Oh, wow.
And Bowden Francis, for the 2nd time in 18 days, came within 3 outs, but couldn't quite close the deal. Gets a double pat on the shoulder from his manager, John Schneider, as the Mets celebrate Lindor's tying home run. The Jays can only think about what might have been. Anastasis Cabrera comes on to try and get the final out in the top of the 9th. Francisco Alvarez, the 8th man up in the inning, 2 out and 2 on.
And Alvarez slams one to deep center field. Varsho back, takes a look, and it's out of here. Francisco Alvarez brings the hammer down with a 3-run homer. Alvarez on the first pitch thrown by Cabrera. It's his 7th home run of the year, and the Mets have scored 6 times in the 9th. They've blown it open. It's 6-1. Lindor started it with a home run, and Alvarez
brings the house down with a home run.
First pitch fastball. What a ninth inning.
Turner playing right behind Marte in the shift, so Marte can't get a huge lead off second. And Nimmo pokes one over the head of Turner, base hit. Here comes Marte to score, and the Mets take the lead. Brandon Nimmo goes the other way to drive in the go-ahead run, and it's 3-2 New York. Marlins have tied up the Braves 2-2 in the bottom of the 6th in Miami. 1-2 from Kerkering, and it's lofted toward left center field. Breaking on the ball is Rojas. He won't get there. Neither will Wilson, and 2 runs will score. Alvarez into second base with a 2-run fly ball double, and the Mets lead it 5-2. A perfectly placed fly ball that fell in between Wilson and Rojas, and the Mets have scored 3 in the 7th to take a 5-2 lead.
Out in front, he got fooled, let go with one hand, not even a full swing. And he just hit it where they ain't. Made contact.
We talk all the time about how center fielders play to the opposite field, and that cost the Phillies there. Rojas couldn't get close to it. Wilson's dive came up well short, and Alvarez has a 3 RBI day, and the Mets have a 3-run lead.
You got to give Lindor a chance. Have a big, another big moment.
And Lindor gets under one to center field. Harris going back near the wall, and it's out of here. Linsanity again. Francisco Lindor flips the script with a 2-run homer, and the Mets go in front 8-7. Oh, wow.
Oh, boy.
The Mets MVP brings them back off the mat in the 9th. Two teams trading body blows in the last 2 innings, and the Mets leapfrog in front 8-7 on Lindor's towering home run, his 33rd of the year.
Looked like a little breaking ball or slider that did not break. Lindor went down and got it, and that ball carried.
35-degree launch angle, so 2-2. Ground ball. Lindor waits on it. He's got it. And the ball game is over. From 0-5 to OMG. What a ride. The Mets are going to the postseason in 2024. And what an incredible game to clinch with. Down 3-0, up 6-3, down 7-6. Lindor with the home run to put him over the top, and Diaz stretched to the max to close it out, and the Mets win it 8-7.
Well, this is a game of the ages in Met history. I'm telling you. Scoreless through 7, and they score 8 runs in the 6th and the 8th, 2 in the 9th, the 2-run homer from Lindor. He also drove in a run in that 6-run 8th.
You know, Keith, it was Mendoza's steadiness in May when they were one of the worst teams in the game. He never changed the way he managed his ball club. They came out of it. They changed the narrative, and now they're a postseason team.